up, guys? The market is going crazy right now, so I decided to make another video for today. We're seeing a ton of stocks selling off. The market's selling off. NIO is down at like 9% right now. Basically, in today's video, I'm just going to go over why the market's falling and how to protect yourself with everything going on. So, like I said, NIO is down 9% right now. If we look intraday across a bunch of different stocks, a ton of them are selling off. The SPY is basically at its low of day right now. UPS is down over 8%, and they had pretty decent earnings too. China stocks are getting demolished. Alibaba is down around 5%, and over the past couple weeks, they've just been selling off so hard. So what we're seeing right now is a mix of a couple different things, specifically with the China stocks. Chinese regulators are going pretty hard against a lot of their own companies right now. Like we saw the DiDi IPO was kind of under attack for like the past couple weeks. That one's getting demolished. If we look at TAL, that one got smacked on Friday too because China is targeting them. So obviously the China stocks are falling because bad China news is happening. But if we look at other stocks like Apple, you can look at Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft, or even the QQQ in general. In my opinion, we're seeing a lot of profit taking. So specifically, if we look at Apple, I know I've been saying this a lot for like the past couple weeks now, but the market kind of works in cycles, and like there are rotations in and out of different parts of the market. So for example, a lot of funds and people were buying up Apple while it was low in like the middle of June, and it ended up rising, and then they're going to rotate out of it and flow into a different sector, which looks like right now at least to be value stocks like McDonald's, KO, Pep, Verizon, stuff like that. But if we go back to Apple, in my opinion, we're seeing a lot of profit taking right now. Apple is at they're basically at their all-time high. They have earnings today actually after close, and plus we have that FOMC meeting, and then we have the Delta variant getting kind of crazy. So in my opinion, we're just seeing a lot of smart money taking profits on their tech positions, which is a smart idea in my opinion. And plus, like I said, earnings are tomorrow with Apple. So we're starting to see a lot of things heat up in the market. Even if we look at Microsoft, the setup is pretty similar. I'd be really worried with tech stocks right now. They're at crazy high levels, plus earnings, plus the FOMC. If we look at Tesla earnings from yesterday, they actually reported some pretty good numbers, and they're down 2.5% today. But one thing I really want to point out is this is very important. Whether you think Apple is going to go up, down, whatever on earnings, you have to be extremely careful playing options on their earnings release, because look at Tesla. They're down 2.5% today, and whether you bet on Tesla going up or down on earnings, you would have got smacked today if you played their options, especially if they were weekly options. The calls are down anywhere from 40% to 82%. And the puts are down anywhere from 1% to 60%. I mean, the only way you could have possibly made money on playing Tesla to the downside is if you, for options at least, is if you bought so deep in the money, which would have just been ridiculous. So, main story, be very careful playing earnings, but also options on earnings. Another thing to watch out for is we have the FOMC press conference on Wednesday, so tomorrow around 2:30 Eastern time. Sometimes Powell makes the market go absolutely crazy and the market pulls back 7%. Sometimes he rockets it up and it shoots up, obviously. So it's hard to say. It just depends on what he says. A lot of it depends on his views about inflation and what they're doing with bonds and all that stuff. But the market's getting really crazy. To protect yourself in this type of market, you could look at securities like the VIX. Now, you have to be careful with this one because in general, it trends down. However, when markets pull back, this thing likes to explode. So, for example, the market is down, or if we look at the SPY, it's down around 0.8% today, but the VXX is up almost 7%, and it's still uptrending. So the VIX is a good tool to hedge yourself. UVXY is another one. Of course, you can do like SPXS, which is an inverse leveraged ETF of the SPY. So this will go up 3 times the amount that SPY goes down. So that's good, but if we look across just a bunch of different sectors, there's so much selling pressure. here's a heat map of the S&P 500. You can see it's mainly red, and some of the biggest names are red, which is not a good sign. We have a little bit of green here and there with, you could say, like McDonald's and RTX, but for the most part, we're seeing a ton of selling pressure. And what's scary is a lot of the growth stocks are getting hit the hardest. Palantir is down 4%, NIO's down 9%, so it's really looking rough, guys. You could always like buy puts to hedge your portfolio, so that's one way to go. You could always like sell covered calls, another way to hedge. You could always play like SPXS to protect yourself, but man, the market's getting so crazy, and it's only Tuesday. You know, the market's so close to all-time highs, and really we didn't see too many big earnings yet. We have a ton of huge companies report after close, Apple being one of them. We have Powell on Wednesday too, so we're getting really crazy, or the market's getting really crazy. Please protect yourself in some way, whether it be buying puts or selling some of your shares or selling covered calls or whatever. You know, the market's crazy, and you know, historically speaking, earnings season brings in a ton of volatility. Like we can see for what is this? This is like the past 3 earnings or so. So on Apple's last earnings report, they fell off a good amount, which was in like the end of April. It went from like 133 all the way down to 122. Apple went on their other earnings report, went from 142 all the way down to 130, and then all the way down to 118. And the other one, it still fell, but not that much. It fell from like 115 down to like 107. So yeah, guys, market's getting crazy. Let me know what you think about the market. If you think it's going to go up, down, whatever, let me know. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, thanks for watching.